Good afternoon, and welcome to the Sandbox stage. My name is Helena, and I'll be your MC for this stage this afternoon. So, be prepared, because I'm going to take you to places you've never been before. So please, everybody, fasten your seatbelts, set your table upright, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Because this afternoon's track is about travel. But not any old way of traveling, no. High-speed trains, electric cars, drones that are changing the face of the city and the way we move. What are the breakthroughs, the news about this sector? Well, we're going to find out in a minute, but before we take off, I'd like to thank our industry partner for this track, Renfe, which is pioneer in the high-speed trains, and they're expert in the transportation sector. So let's give Renfe a round of applause, everybody. Thank you. And we're starting pretty hard because we have the Travel Startup Competition finalists. We're going to present them in a minute, but before we do, let me just tell you very briefly the dynamics of the competition. I know you've heard me before in other stages, but in case somebody new, okay, we have several startups, 8 startups. We have 3-minute pitching in English. I will present them. They will come on stage, 3 minutes, 1-minute Q&A from the lovely jury sitting here in the front row. Anybody from the public can also ask questions if you wish. Your votes don't count. In case you're family, friends, who knows. Then the jury will keep their rhetoric for a bit later. And before I present the startups, let me say thank you to our lovely jury, starting with María Sansigre from Demeter Partners, Ciro Acedo from Ferrovial, Miquel Costa from Queretsu Forum, Sonia Fernández from Kibo Venture, and Paloma Castellano from Wayna, my friend. Thank you, dear jury. Thank you for coming. So, with no further delay, I'm going to present our first startup for this travel startup competition. Get ready. They're going to present, they have the SAP plus Amadeus plus Expedia of the nautical sector. We have the CEO and founder, Álvaro Pérez, and he's going to show us and talk to us about ABoatTime. Welcome on stage, Álvaro.
Hello, my name is Álvaro, CEO and founder of ABoatTime. And thanks to us, people can spend their holiday in one of these beautiful boats, whether they use it for sailing for a few days for 70 euros per person per night, or they use it as an apartment. They go to the boat to sleep without leaving the harbor, and that costs 30 euros per person per night. This is the kind of holidays we offer. You can sleep here, wake up here, and you don't need to be a skipper. What happens nowadays is that people who rent boats are somehow linked to the nautical sector because they own a boat or know someone who owns a boat. And they represent just a small percentage of total tourism. So if you want to make this sector bigger, you need to make the rest of the tourists, the mainstream tourists, aware of this vacational option. And the most efficient way to do that, and the most inexpensive one, is partnering and integrating to tour operators and OTAs. And that's what we did. We created the only marketplace worldwide able to connect on an online basis the nautical sector with the mainstream tourism sector. Left to right, we've developed the whole value chain, a fleet management software, a GDS, which is equivalent to Amadeus. Amadeus is a GDS for plane tickets. We are the only GDS in the nautical sector worldwide. And from that GDS, we'll feed ourselves in ABoatTime, some websites from the nautical sector, and some tour operators and OTAs. So thanks to us, fleets can close bookings 24 hours a day and have exposure to the mainstream tourist, away from the nautical tourism. Customers can close bookings 24 hours a day in all those places, and the mainstream tourism can have access to a new vacational option, which is the boat rentals. We have already 3,000 boats, equivalent to 21,000 hotel beds in more than 100 destinations, and we are integrated too, and we are the only ones to all those people you see there, booking HomeAway, etc. Our income model is very simple. We take 20% in ABoatTime, and if there's a channel in between, we take half of the commission, 10% for us and 10% for the channel. The market is huge. There are about 25 million boats, and translating that amount of boats in commission is about 37 billion in pure commissions. This year to date, we made more than 800,000 euros, twice as much as last year, investing in marketing only 60,000 euros, and 40% of our sales come from tour operators and OTAs, so the hypothesis is already proved. Competitors. We already have competitors only on each side of the value chain. But no one has ever built the whole value chain, so that's why nobody is integrated to tour operators and OTAs. And nobody is targeting the mainstream tourists. On the left-hand side, fleet management software developers. On the right-hand side, website developers who only develop nautical websites, targeting only nautical tourists. And what's happening is that these competitors are becoming partners. For example, this guy here already uploaded their inventory in our GDS, and from our GDS we will channel it and get the commission. And the 3 largest websites worldwide, those 3 up there, already signed an agreement with us on exclusivity. And by the way, they were bought by Apex last July. We've already raised 2 million euros from Spanish, Swiss, German, Italian, and Mexican business angels. And there are top positions and sometimes CEOs worldwide of companies like Google, Airberlin, Credit Suisse, UBS, etc. We're looking for a grant of 4 million to increase sales, expand to the US, and break even in 2018. And we are audited by Deloitte. And we are a team of 21 people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you. Stay. You have 1 minute Q&A, so you can take advantage and say whatever you were, or he didn't have time to say. Just take advantage for your minute. Guys, wait. Can you start the countdown? Because, okay, now, thank you. 1 minute Q&A. Our lovely jury. They're in shock, Alvaro. They're still... One question from the public. Wait.
When did you start? We were funded in November 2010.
Okay.
How seasonal is the business?
Now it's quite seasonal because most of our boats are in the northern hemisphere. But as soon as we get to the southern hemisphere, the seasons are complementary. High season in the northern hemisphere is May to October, and in the southern hemisphere is October to March. And thanks to offering the boat as an apartment, the season got expanded. So it's not that seasonal. But if you want to make it not seasonal, you have to get boats on the southern hemisphere.
We have 17 seconds left. Any other question from our lovely jury or this magnificent public audience? Full house we have today. Miquel.
Okay, who are your best customers now?
My best customers?
The ones who pay, Miquel.
The ones who get big boats. Besides them, in terms of channels, I think now it's El Corte Inglés and Booking.com. And in terms of direct customers, Spanish travelers, basically because as we don't have much money, we basically do marketing in Spain and a little bit in Germany and a little bit in the UK. So about 60% of our customers come from Spain, but because we couldn't spend outside of Spain.
Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you. We ran out of time, sorry. Thank you, Alvaro. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next startup is a European leading peer-to-peer car rental platform. We have the country manager for Spain. His name is Jaume Suñol, and he's going to present Drivy. Welcome, Jaume. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Tito.
Hi, so Jaume Suñol here, country manager of Drivy in Spain, and I'm introducing our startup, as Elena said, the leading peer-to-peer car rental marketplace in Europe. Drivy lets you rent thousands of private cars in your area. It's an affordable, easy, and mobile way of renting cars for weekends or getaways. We detected there is a problem. Our society has a big problem. In Europe, there are 291 million cars. It means, or it represents, almost 1 car every 2 people. But at the same time, these cars are 93% of their time parked. So it's a nonsense. It's a complete disaster. What we offer, the solution we propose, is a platform that allows car owners to rent their cars and earn money. And at the same time, when we started, we made it very simple with paper contracts for the check-in and check-out. Now, 1 year ago, we started with the mobile contracts, which means a huge improvement. But not only this, we offer a technology so drivers can now open and lock the cars with their smartphone. And this means that the owner doesn't need to physically meet for these rentals. This is massive. Users like it a lot. For them, it's like magic. So we're investing a lot in this Drivy open technology. Our value proposition is mainly price, proximity, and less friction. We want to have car rentals made simple, to reinvent car rentals. And To do that, we need trust and security. So we have a full insurance with Allianz, evaluations on every rental, and full customer support for our users. At the end, we have a very ambitious go-to-market strategy, as you can see, in a huge market. Car rental represents 10 billion euros per year in Europe. And not only this, we don't think car rental is our market. We believe our market is cars, owning cars. So at the end, we know that the future will be mobile and will be on-demand transportation. So we want to be one of the few apps that at the end up on these mobile devices for all users needing transportation. Our business model is very simple. We have 70% for the car owner, 17% for Drivy, and 30% for the insurance. And the car owners set their price. We have 1 million members, 38,000 active cars, and mostly 3.3 days on average. We had a rapid expansion through Europe, 47 million in funding so far, and we have a high seasonality, but we are growing very fast, doubling per year. So to end up, our international team consists of 81 people, and we are here at the South Summit to connect with journalists, with companies and startups in our area. Thanks, and hope you enjoy Drivy and you try it for a smarter transportation.
Thank you, Jaume. Thank you. Hey, the Q&A.
Okay.
You might need it. Okay. Jaume, you might need it, no? Just in case you want to go back.
Okay.
Okay, questions from our lovely audience or jury?
Are you looking for funding right now or not?
We just got the last funding round of 31 million euros a few months ago. So when
what? 31 million
31
euros.
million.
31 million euros. And he says it like he just, bought a bus pass. 31 million euros.
Let me say that in the US and in China, there are other players that raised higher amounts. So for example, Turo got 100 million and PP Switch 200 million in China.
Okay, well, if you look at it from that point of view, there you go. Yeah.
The open, remote open technology, how do you integrate it into the cars from the private people?
So we designed and developed a hardware, and we install this hardware for free to the car owners that rent very often. We have a strong criteria to be able to install this hardware. And once you install it for free, you can basically open and lock the cars with a smartphone. And at the end, we have a different process for these cars, but it's very easy for a neighbor just to rent your car, and you from the sofa, you just accept the rental.
Have you
we don't have time for more, but come on. Is it super?
Have you integrated that technology in a lot of cars already? Or?
We're installing it, and we have partnerships, for example, with Midas, a network of installers, so they can install this technology very fast.
Okay. When you mentioned the number of millions you have obviously found, discover, or, levantar, ¿cómo se dice? Raised. Sorry. I'm still in shock. Then the jury suddenly is more interested. Anyway, big round of applause for Jaume. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, guys, you've seen the quality of our startups. There are no beginners at all. Our next one is a meta search engine for vacational rentals. We have the COO. His name is Jorge Cuneo, and he's going to present 100Rooms. Welcome, Jorge.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank South Summit for giving startups the opportunity of exposing our products and vision. Well, let's talk about 100Rooms a little bit. Well, are we solving any kind of existing problem? The answer is yes. Actually, vacation rental is a fragmented market with opaque prices and less of transparency because of those prices are not able to compare for the user by itself. So it's really tough for them to see reality that if the apartment has the best price in one of those partners. So what we have done is we have built a vacation rental meta search that brings an increase of offer gives transparency to the sector thanks to this comparison of pricing for the same establishment taken from different partners. How are we achieving this? With an in-house technology that gives the user in just one click and a few seconds the opportunity or possibility to choose between the total availability of establishments with different prices coming from different sites. We are solving a need and leading a transformation that already happened years before in other similar sectors like hotels and flights, and we can imagine some examples like Trivago and Kayak, how they did it before us. Talking about the sector, more or less, vacation rental moves around $100 billion in the US and European market. 30% of those transactions are online, and the sector is growing 35% year over year. Our target is any person who is searching for where to sleep, and last year 1.3 billion people were traveling around the world. So in our opinion, the opportunity is clear. About some data that we have actually integrated 5.5 million apartments and growing. 20% of them are overlapping or matching between different sites, and 70% are showing different prices with an average of 25% between the cheapest and the most expensive one. It's mandatory that we talk about the team. We have a strong management with a startup focusing, and we are transmitting this kind of idea to the rest of the team, and also about thanks to all our investors that were supporting us from the beginning. All proven scalable business model. It's quite easy. It's like we are driving traffic from different sources. This traffic we send into our partners with a high quality, so we get high performance, and then thanks to a great product, we acquire a customer retention that comes back to HundredRooms. I like to say that it's time to market for HundredRooms. We are strong in Spain with a big brand. We are now jumping to international countries. We have a great team, a great product, and we feel that we are in the correct path. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jorge. Thank you. We have 1 minute more for you. They're taking notes. That's a good sign. Miguel?
Okay.
Oh.
I do not understand very well, sorry, your business model. How do you get incomes?
Okay. I have a commercial agreement with those partners like Booking, HomeAway, Airbnb, whatever, people that have apartments. What we do, we get those listings via API integrations, and we compare those listings inside HundredRooms so that the user can choose the best option. It works quite similar as Trivago is doing with hotels, but we are doing in vacation rental sector.
How many users you have now at this moment?
Well, later if you want, I can give you exact detail, but what I can tell you that we are growing 300% of growth year over year, actually. Well, but of course there is still a quite big gap of the potential of the market that exists.
You have already been funded?
Yes.
From Inverready, and now you're looking at a new run you're looking for?
Well, actually, we are quite focused on our product and focused on jumping to international. But of course, the travel sector is quite aggressive in this, and we have to be constantly looking and talking to investors and so far. So.
I promised the audience could ask questions, and there's one around there in the middle. I saw a hand. The same one? Cachis. Okay. Anyway, don't be shy, okay? It's not only about the jury. Okay, well, I think that's it, right, for the moment. Thank you so much, Jorge.
Thank you.
Round of applause for you. All right. Our fourth startup, we're halfway almost. It's the BlaBlaCar for cargo. That's it. As simple and as difficult as that. We have the founder, Daniel Lapesa, and he's going to present to you Shipeer. Welcome, Daniel.
Okay. Shipeer. Okay.
Two things. Silence on the back. Can we start the countdown again? 3 minutes for you. No, there. There.
Yeah,
okay,
that's good.
whenever. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, and thank you for listening to me for 3 minutes, talking about what shipping means and how potential it has. But first of all, let me ask you the following questions. Are you tired of waiting at the post office to be seen? Maybe a company courier service lost, damaged, or broken your package? Have you wasted your time expecting to receive a package who never came? Or maybe did you receive your express delivery 2 weeks later? If the answer to all of them is yes, you will love Shipeer. Shipeer is a peer-to-peer intercity delivery service. So we connect people who want to send their stuff with people who are willing to transport them in exchange for small reward. So it's a marketplace to connect senders and drivers. Senders save money on shipment cost, and drivers make money when traveling. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved, and it's the best way to send hard-to-transport items and same-day delivery service. So think of it as a BlaBlaCar for cargo. But why would do what we are doing? Imagine a service that provides express and overnight shipments without any extra cost. For example, Valencia-Madrid is like 350 kilometers away, and we are able right now to send a driver every 30 minutes. Could you imagine how potential it has? And what about for next year? Our goal for 2017 is cover the 7 main roads in Spain as a same-day delivery service. And how we make that possible? Well, sharing economy is the answer. MRU, the second one, is one of the top 5 companies in Spain, and it takes 39 years to get 2,300 drivers, and Shipeer only takes 1 year to get the same goal. What else? What do we do better than others? Availability on weekends and public holidays, real-time tracking is provided, and no packaging is required. What about market? 4 billion. What do you want to do? Just go to C2C as a market entry strategy to consolidate the business model and create enough drivers, enough supply to provide services to the companies. Traction. Our gross merchandise volume, it was the last month over than 6,000 euros. And how we make that, how we make money, is a transaction fee of 50%. Who are behind the company? We said briefly, product, business area and analytics area are covered in the new startups, and Plug and Play are supporting us from the beginning. We have detected more than 70 competitors all over the world, but with a similar business model that we have. It's Rowdy from USA, who raised 25 million, and Nimber from Norway, but headquarters in London, who raised 1 million. Here in Spain, MRV, Segur, Correos, traditional competitors. And what do we do better than them? Here, a comparative analysis of market prices, being up to 60% off in a bulky items. What do we need to achieve those goals? To get the next step, it's 360,000 euros, of which 50% is already secure. Thank you very much. Wow.
Thank you, Daniel. We have an extra minute there. Paloma, can you talk? She's been working so hard lately at night. She can't. In bars. Okay, you can write down your questions and pass it to someone else. Okay. Tito?
Yeah, my question is about do you have any insurance for the cargo you are transporting?
Yeah, we are working on it. We have a meeting yesterday with Zurich, and we also have a meeting with AXA, and we are talking with them. But the reality is that private individuals don't make any problems, at least less than professionals. And we said, which was our worst case, is like an Apple, it's 1,500 euros, so we can pay. So we are working right now on it, but till now it's like, okay, we can go with any insurance. But yeah, for sure.
Question, how do you acquire customers?
Yeah, our focus is in C2C, just private individuals, and we know that they are on websites like Mil Anuncios, Segunda Mano, etc. So just we go there. Packlink, for example, there's a beautiful SEM and CEO, and we are copying their strategy because I know, or we believe that they know how to acquire customers. So we're copying the strategy.
Anything else? Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you. So how are we doing so far? I'm going to give the jury a little bit of a break there so they can breathe. How are we doing? Do you want some more? You do. I'm going to give you 3 more. One of them just backed down. I think they got scared when they saw the quality of the previous ones. Okay, so are you breathing, jury? Yes? No? No internet? We have a little technical problem here in the first row. No internet? I tell you, plan B, pen and paper. Never fails. Sorry, we're in a summit about technology, innovation, and all that, but there you go. Okay, shall we wait for that? Can we go ahead? Tito, pen and paper. Can somebody give some paper here to the jury? No? Okay, we're trying to sort out. I'm also giving you extra time to breathe. Yeah? Do you need water, anything? No? Montadito de lomo? No? It could be seen as blackmail in the jury. Okay? Sorry, we're going to take another minute. I want them to have your full attention. Right, 3 more. 3 more to go, and that's going to be it for the travel startup competition. I want to have the full attention from the jury, so you don't have any excuses. I didn't hear that, and blah, blah, blah. I missed out. This is your unique, only opportunity, guys. Okay, we ready then, Tito? Everything's working? Sure. So our 5th startup is a route optimization platform. We have the CEO, Álvaro Echeverría, and he's going to present Simpliroute. Welcome, Álvaro. Thank you. You're right. There you go.
Hi, I'm Álvaro, CEO of Simpliroute, a SaaS platform that helps any delivery company to reduce up to 30% their logistic costs. Maybe you know Amazon Prime Now, 1-hour delivery in any part of the San Francisco area. DoorDash, Instacart, Postmate make looks that the logistic is easy, but the reality is not like that. A common question like when my product will arrive, it has a sad answer, usually between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. This is a sad reality for local businesses. One of our customers, Sodexo, he has to deliver for the whole city, and he has to take consideration traffic conditions, time windows, or real location across the day. The problem for them is that in average, in Santiago, he wastes more than 3 hours dealing with the trucks before going out, and he's still 30% over budget, making more than $500 or loss per vehicle each month. For that kind of problem, we created Simpliroute. Simpliroute, as I said before, is a SaaS platform that helps to the customers to reduce the logistic costs thanks to our route optimization engine. That is our core business. Time windows, service time, traffic conditions, real location, everything of that is combined in a SaaS platform and helps you to create the optimal route to reduce your cost. Then, thanks to our mobile application, the driver can follow that route across the day and give you information of what is going on in the street. Then with that, you can communicate your customer when the product will be in your house. Thanks to us, our customers have reduced in average 30% of the logistic costs. Less vehicles in the streets, using less miles each of them. Saving more than 80% in the logistic time. Now that everything is automatic, they don't have to waste finding the optimal find by hand. And improving, and this is dramatical, 40% in the successful deliveries. Now they can plan when the customer asks it to receive the product instead of imposing something. UPS and FedEx and maybe DHLs do understand this problem, then spend millions each year trying to improve their own logistics. But the reality is that 90% of the market, more than 54 million of vehicles, are small fleet owners, and they don't have the UPS money, and they don't have a suitable solution for that. This is a few examples of our customers and a key partnership that we have created with TomTom to expand to the worldwide and with Telefónica. We understand and know logistics like nobody else. And we have a great funding team to create this and scale worldwide. We were in 500 startups. We just closed over 500K seed round. And right now, we are growing and growing fast, more than 25% month over month. And we are in Latin America and the US market. Our vision is to expand and give democracy to the optimization logistics for everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Álvaro. Thank you. our minute of Q&A from our audience, jury, Miquel.
Who is your customer?
It's usually delivery companies like, I don't know, flower companies or customer that is in the service area and their core business is not logistics. They don't understand well how to do it, and our platform is like the logistic executive office for them.
Okay, how you reach your customer? How you get the market?
We have two channels. For the SMBs, small companies, we are doing online marketing strategies, but usually it's a small ticket, 4 or 5 vehicles. For the other one, we are doing partnerships. One of them that's Telefónica. They are reselling our solution in Latin America, and the other one is TomTom. As like them, they are the most biggest one, but we have a bunch of other ones in Chile, Peru, Colombia, and the whole Latin America and the US. I didn't hear. No, the Microsoft, I know. We are in San Francisco and Santiago.
Any more questions? Not bad, huh? San Francisco, Santiago. That's lovely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to Álvaro. Our next startup is an NG multi-platform and multi-destination for tourism market. We have the CEO and founder who is eager to jump on stage, Manuel Aragonés, to present Travel Compositor. Welcome, Manuel. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Do we have a presentation for Manuel? You wait. Okay, the time is not running. Otherwise, you're going to have to do one of what we call a saco paco, which is a pelo, by the hair, o sea, just like that. But I tell you something, you remember Steve Jobs, don't you? Well, when you have nothing on the screen, you turn the screen black. It's when people actually look at you and pay more attention. So not having a presentation sometimes is really good because people actually listen more and concentrate on you, the person. So don't panic if there's no presentation, okay? I mean, you have to know it.
Yeah, if not, they can imagine it.
Helps, but there you go. Are we ready, technical team? 2 minutes.
Oh.
Manuel, where are you from?
Madrid.
Madrid. Pues bailanos un chotis, ¿no?
No, no,
Something for the who are not Spanish here, you know, they don't even know what a chotis is.
Yeah,
it's a traditional Madrileñan dance, and Manuel is an expert.
Yeah, but only on leisure times. You know.
Yeah, usually at night.
Now
with a few
I'm
drinks.
working.
Well, I tell you something. Something good about South Summit is that we also have partying at night, just for pure business reasons. It helps a lot, making connections and you know, actually raising money as well, losing money as well. But there you go. Are we ready, technical team? Because I'm going to have to start dancing the chotis myself with Manuel in a minute. Yes, we are. Please welcome Manuel Aragonés. He's going to tell us about Travel Compositor. Thank you, Manuel.
No, not anymore. Yeah, okay. Thank you. We can start? Yes? It's coming? Oh, great. We are, sorry for that, anyway. We are a Travel Compositor, the only one holistic travel sales system in the world. I can imagine what you are thinking about this cool word, holistic. It's simple. You know, it's the word that everybody forget developing travel software during the 20 years, you know, generating great problems to all users and travelers that want to make like a trip like this one. Did you try sometime to plan quote and reserve a trip, a simple trip, just going from Madrid to Paris, London, and Berlin after the South Summit, for example, to do some tourism? Do you know how many sites you're going to need to visit to compose all these trips? Just for reserve the flight to Paris, you know, the hotel in Paris, some activities, go to Moulin Rouge, take a transfer in Paris, go to Versailles, go by Eurostar to London, the hotel in London. You know, I'm trying only to try to tell you all the things that we need. This is supposed to be the list of the best travel sites in the world, you know, right now. They are the biggest, you know, but in fact, what they are is the fucking places what I must to go to promote and do this, to do all this travel, you know. This is really necessary. And the most headed thing about is, in all this Red Cross, you're going to need to include your passenger data, the data of the passenger, or the passport of the children, your wife, you know, your credit card, in all of this, 40 times the credit card. This is really necessary. This is Dreamer. or what the people can expect is a solution like Travel Compositor is bringing to the market. You know? Imagine you just say, I want to depart on the system of September, next year maybe. I want to go from Madrid. I want to go to Paris. The map show me where is Paris. I say 3 nights in Paris, for example. London, another 3 nights, and I want to go to Berlin, 2 nights. That's all. The system going to calculate everything you need. I'm going to tell you the price around in 30 seconds. We cut a little bit the system because we need it. We know the price is already here, 477. We choose by algorithm some transportations, hotels, and activities for you. You can check, for example, a train by London. If you see, you can open a hotel. This is in a fast way, but we want to show you that in just 3-4 pages, you can manage the popularity in TripAdvisor, Booking.com, holiday checking algorithm to see if the hotel is okay, and then you can manage the hotel, you can go to activities, you can check any activity that you want to do and reserve immediately. This looks magic, but it's true, it's real, and you can even search the rent-a-car to go to Windsor from London or something like that. What we do here, very simple, just be multi. We are multi-aggregator, multi-flight aggregator, multi-hotel aggregator, multi-activities, multi-everything, multi-robot, and of course, multi-client. Don't worry about, because we have models for everybody in the market. We have models for hotel chains, DMCs, OTAs, travel agencies, institutions, carriers, and tour operators. And in fact, we take, we make a good money selling license, taking commissions from all the sales generated by our system, taking intermediation through the suppliers and something from there. We can survive and offer this to all the companies. Sorry.
Stop.
Because the clock is always 0, and I'm thinking
it's okay. I'm going to let you finish, but let us breathe.
Anyway, we have
to finish, Manuel.
We have models for everybody, and already we implant in just 15 months. We implant in 78 TTL companies in 25 countries. We sell our license. The system is live in more than 5,000 URLs right now, and well, we just let you to book fast and relax, like these shirts, and a big applause for this kind of book and fast development team that make these magic things for everybody in the travel sales industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you. My God. You got some good pace there at the end, huh? Yeah?
I don't have time to lunch, sorry.
I can say so. You have a multi-lunch as well. Multi-lunch, multi-jury, okay, we have a minute Q&A, but he said it all. I don't think there's anything else to know.
What competition do you have? What competition do you have?
A big blue ocean. Really, we don't have really competition. There was a company called Buamo that have a planning system like us, but after if you want to reserve the KLM flight, they send you to KLM, and they send you to Hotel Beds, and they send you there. And anyway, this company was bought by Airbnb 6 months ago and was closed. And they are using the stuff to do the famous platform that they take out because it don't work very good when they exit just 1 month ago.
Now, no wonder he's giving a round of applause to the team. Imagine those guys every day. I'm like you, Manuel. I love it.
The technology is yours.
It's totally
everything, and we can say that it's finished.
It's
finished.
We can customize for any client with not only your look and feel. You can select the destination that you want to include it, the product that you want to include it, and you can manage all the rules inside in our back office about the business rules, how much fees you want to charge, if you want to give commissions, you want to do B2B, B2C, B2B2C, etc. I answer you.
How much you sell every month now, incomes?
Well, we are selling around 100,000 euros in license. Every month we sell 3-4 licenses to people to come into market. And in real sales, we are growing up every day and every day. That we are selling today much more than in June. That, for example, was the high season for the sales. Right now, in low season, we are selling double than the last June. But my venture capital say, don't say sell exactly or don't say commissions exactly. This is our know-how. I'm sorry. Any more questions?
You're looking now for funding?
Yeah, we are always open. We found already a Series A 3 months ago, but we're planning to move our headquarters to United States, and I'm going to be appreciating some more funds to to have more power in our invasion of the USA market, where we have already clients, but we want to go to all of them.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
He hasn't said enough yet. He has something else to say.
Yes. Hola. Just one more thing. We are in the stand 114. I just show you 20% of our marvelous magic things that we have in the system. Then if you want to discover the rest, we are there for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuel. Get the pointer. Thank you. Thank you. So who said that listening to pitches was boring? Okay, our next startup is an adventure trips to surprise destinations. We have Pau Senda. He's been waiting to go on stage. He's the CEO of Waynabox. Welcome, Pau. Thank you.
Wow, what a difficult scenario has he left me here. Well, thank you very much. My name is Pau, and I love to travel. But I've discovered that we don't travel like our parents did years ago. Now, with internet everywhere, Erasmus, the Euro, the meta searchers, traveling is easier than ever. But you know what? Travel planning has become complex, as he said. It became even boring, comparing thousands of hotels, the price fluctuations for the airlines. Where is that adventure of just flying and no matter where? That's why we invented Waynabox, the weekend trips to a surprise destination for 150 euros. The way it works is very, very simple. The traveler selects the days he wants to travel and sees a list of 12 possible destinations. He will fly to one of those, but it will not be until 2 days before of the departure that he will actually discover to which one he is traveling to. And the price is fixed, 150 euros, and it includes flights and 2 nights in a Waynabox approved accommodation. So this way, we can help the stakeholders of the industry to take the most of those assets that will be empty otherwise, at the same time that we deliver an amazing, incredible surprise experience for the customers. And we are not alone. Well, that's not supposed to be there. We are not alone. We are not the only crazy ones that changes the slides. We have more than 50,000 customers that have generated a revenue for more than 3 million euros in the last year. We started this adventure in Lanzadera last year, a couple of years ago, and a short time after, airlines like TAP Portugal, Air Europa trusted ourselves. We raised about 1.5 million euros, and now we have launched in France. We have also the European Commission Horizon 2020 Seal of Excellence. We also had some fun in the meanwhile, helping this kind of brands like San Miguel to promote their brands. The flight crew at Waynabox is different. We are 31 adventurers who love to help the customer. The founding team, we come from the aeronautical sector, from the airline sector. And the rest of the team come from little startups like Facebook, Atrapalo, Softonic, Odigio, Globo, etc. Waynabox, by definition, is international. This is why now we are very focused on internationalization and growing new markets. This is why last month we opened in France. Thank you very much, and travel to surprise.
Thank you, Pau. Questions for Pau? Questions for Pau? Sonia?
Is it only weekend?
From Friday to Sunday for the moment, and also Saturday to Monday.
And I will know my destination 2 days before the departure.
Yeah.
If I don't like the destination, I can contact.
When you make the reservation, you can delete from the list of possibilities the destinations that you don't like to visit. For example, if you've been living in Paris for 3 years, of course you can delete it for free, and the next one destination that you delete will cost 5 euros each.
This is like a box for presents to friends or something like this? Can be done like this? Or?
You can do so. It's a focus for making a trip for yourself, but of course it's a perfect gift now that Christmas is coming. Mm-hmm. It's perfect for giving a surprise to someone else and also for yourself, of course.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more questions for Pau? Okay, well, yes, there's one there at the back from the jury. No, wait, we're going to pass you a microphone. Irene. That man there, can you stand up so we can see you? There, you're going to have a microphone so everybody can hear. Thank you.
Hi, just wondering, how did you pick the final destination?
A lot of factors are involved in that question because we care a lot about the customer. for us, the objective is to make the perfect trip. So it depends if you are a group, a couple, you will go to different hotels. In fact, we have several allotments, and depending on a lot of factors, the schedules of the flights, the destinations that you have deleted, you will go to a place or to another. Always trying to make the best experience possible.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, thank you, Pau.
Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause for him. Thank you. Well, that was the, nobody moves. That was the last startup of this travel startup competition. I know all good things come to an end. Well, bad things as well, for that matter. So let's party. Well, let's party later at 5 o'clock. We'll have the winner. The jury will give us the name of the winner of this startup competition. Can see them talking already. It's very exciting. Before they do that, let me say thank you to the lovely jury, to Sonia Fernandez from Kivo Venture, Ciro Acedo from Ferrovial, Maria Sansigre from Demeter Partners, Miquel Costa from Kiretsu Forum, and Paloma Castellano from Guaira. Thank you, a lovely jury. Round of applause.